Hello and welcome to episode 11 of our podcast series with VW Surfwagon. We are now in a new location, as you can see. Yeah. Nice comfy sofas.
Yeah.
Nice.
Welcome to my house.
David's living room.
The studio.
The studio.
No, we're in London. This is a studio.
Yeah.
There's nothing behind.
This is actually in a warehouse.
Just a set.
Yeah. It just looks homely.
Yeah.
Today we're going to be talking about perfect cars for musicians. We're going to be doing a competition on who can make the best car on 3D tuning app.
It doesn't get any better, does it?
Before we start, I think we should make a couple of announcements. First thing is that if you enjoy this, you should go listen. We have a radio show now where we do stuff along similar lines to this, except we don't fucking swear.
Fuck's
We
sake,
aren't allowed
George.
to swear.
Which is quite nice to swear again, actually.
Yeah. Fuck.
YouTube's great. You should go and listen to that. We'll put a link down there.
Somewhere.
Nice.
So down there.
Yeah.
Shall we crack on?
We should crack on.
We should crack
I love
on.
crack.
Cars for musicians, was it? Is that
Cars for
what we're starting
musicians. So
with? Someone else go first, because I don't have anything yet.
I was going to start off this segment.
So basically, what's the criteria? The criteria is
Lots of boot space.
lots of boot space to lug around lots of equipment. We're all musicians.
This is relevant because we're all musicians.
Yeah. So we
some
need
of us are working musicians.
we need
the
ample boot
space.
space that doesn't encumber.
Cool, because musicians are edgy, and being edgy is something to do with
As we
that.
are, yeah.
Yep.
And because musicians don't make very much money, it's got to be fairly cheap.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That is about right.
So I'm going to start this off. It's slightly at the high end of the price range. I should have thought of this before.
You've already knocked
It's,
one of your own criteria
well,
out.
yeah, it's £9,500,
Ooh.
but it is unbelievably edgy.
Go on.
And it is the Daimler DS420 hearse.
Would suit death metal band.
Perfect for death metal band.
Oh, the boot space though. How
you
many
see-
litres of boot space?
Well, I
I'm going to
think-
guess about
£9,500. I'm not coughing up that much.
I'm going to say that has at least 700 litres of boot space.
I'm going to go with more.
Yeah, it's got to be
You
more,
can at
surely.
least fit a dead
Thousands
body in
of
the
litres.
back.
Yeah. And that's
And
always
quite a lot
good
of
to know,
space.
isn't it? 'Cause
Yeah,
you never know
absolutely.
when you're going to be caught short with a dead body to
Get rid of.
Lots of room for guitars and amps.
Because
and
a hearse
speakers.
isn't conspicuous at
Al-
all.
Also useful if you're from the mafia and want to get rid of bodies inconspicuously.
I'm going to
Just
point out a
pretend it's an
negative
actual
of your choice.
Yeah.
Musical equipment is usually very valuable, and hearses have fucking massive windows for everyone to see all the stuff that you own.
I'm gonna.
You could black it
Yeah,
out like a van.
I see your.
You could black
thing,
it out. You
but
could
yeah,
just,
what he
you could
said.
just paint over
vinyl
them.
wrap the windows.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that-
So it's a hearse van.
so yeah, it's a hearse van. It looks pretty cool. Kind of.
run a
maybe.
hearse.
It's
That's
got
all
walnut
there's
dashboard. It is. I'll read out some information.
Specifications.
So it's in excellent condition. 1989 reg.
Well, cars for musicians, it would have a lot of space.
Can we
Yeah.
undertake them on price?
Hoi.
That's terrible. I tried so hard. I couldn't think of anything as good.
I was trying to think of something. I was
Also,
like,
the engine bay.
I was
The
like,
engine bay does look.
you could
amazing.
get all the money out of your hearse.
I'm sorry, I think I've taken them good.
It's got quite a cool looking engine.
Whoa, what engine is it?
It's a Daimler engine.
V12 or something?
I don't think it's a V12. A V12
I have a
hearse.
suspicion that it's probably not a V12.
It's probably a straight 6.
Yeah, I
You'd
imagine.
be so subhersed in speed.
Oh my god. This has to stop.
Anyway, that's my suggestion.
Very nice.
What do other people have?
I've gone for something a bit more normal and a lot less interesting. I've gone for a 2006 Passat Estate. £2,500 or something. I can't remember how much it was exactly because I don't actually have the ad up on my phone right now. But it was somewhere between £2,000 and £3,000, and it was the one up from Sam's old car Phil. And I just thought 19 TDI, big boot space with the seats down, pretty standard, not particularly interesting, but definitely good for a musician, and I kind of want one.
Reliable. Yeah.
Yeah, relatively quick.
Fairly quick.
Yeah.
I
So
reckon
that's all there is to say about that, really.
Definitely much more sensible.
It's basically like a hearse if you chop the back off.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Okay.
So it's like the most useless hearse
Yeah.
going.
So it'd be useless as a hearse.
Bet you could.
But as a
body in
car-
But as a car.
You never know.
I'll go
It might
next.
catch on. Right,
Okay, yeah, go. Go for it.
I knew that was going to happen. You can go.
Okay,
I
I'll
feel
go.
like
I'm
quick to take that opportunity, weren't you, David?
I feel I have an idea what yours might be, and I think it'll be funnier. So, I've gone for quite practical, quite cool.
Suzuki Carry.
Fuck, I think yes. No. I've gone for the Volkswagen.
Oh. That's controversial, considering we've been up Surfwagon.
The T25 Transporter
That
in a camper configuration,
That's
because
edgy.
if you're touring, you got space to sleep, you got space to store all your instruments and gear,
And T25s are wicked.
and presuming that you've converted it to a reliable engine, it'll be reliable.
The question is,
Yeah,
though,
I was going to say, if you're booked a gig in December, you should probably set off now.
the
Like-
question is though, how much is that going to be? Because T25s are getting pretty pricey.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about that. My mum has one.
Oh, so you just use your mums?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
So your price range is probably similar to mine.
Yeah, it's probably not far
For
off.
a
to be
decent
fair.
one with a good
For
engine.
one,
No,
yeah.
it's free because he's already gone.
Yeah, but if
Do you
someone
have a
else
hearse?
out there, if someone else out there in the world
But-
wanted to buy one,
Let's be honest, we're not actually offering real consumer advice here. So
So Sam, do you have a hearse just sitting in your driveway you could use?
no.
Oh.
let's hear Alex's.
so I've gone for something a little bit different. It's practical in a sense.
I'm gonna go with
If
it's
the
not.
sense is that it's not really all that practical, but I've gone for a Volkswagen.
I feel a bit left out here.
But you're all the other side of the room.
Daimler.
Alright, bro.
Go start Daimler stub stuff. Dame.
Carry on.
Anyway, I've gone for the Mark III Golf convertible because in my head, obviously, if you increase your boot space, you've got a big car, a big boot, then you're going to be able to fit quite a lot of stuff in. But if you take off the roof,
Vertical space.
vertical space, so you can stack all your stuff up.
You can have a double bass.
Double base, stack it up.
Tuba.
12-foot one.
Bassoon.
You watch out. You listen to our radio show now, and and yeah. So I thought it was a interesting idea. So you've got a boot, but then you've also got some vertical space, and it's not all that expensive either. I mean, I've got one here. It's £1,000, which sounds kind of a lot for an older car, but
It's a lot for a Mark III Golf.
it is a lot more. I mean, yeah, but. I couldn't be bothered to find anything else. So essentially,
If you're going to spend £1,000 on it, you're going to get a pretty good one. Let's just put it that way.
it looks pretty tidy. So there we go. But also because obviously, I just went along with that. It's like it was completely
Lovely.
completely normal.
Oh,
Anyway,
it's nice being not on the radio.
burping at motorists. But yeah, so like convertibles are cool. Musicians are cool.
You've got a
It's all cool.
You're keeping your image up,
image.
and
Oh,
your
oh,
image
that's the word I
is.
was looking for.
Did you say vision?
Keeping your vision up.
You gotta keep your vision.
Uh,
Don't lose your eyesight.
I don't think we're really able to pick a winner from that. So if anyone feels like
Apart from
letting us
Sam,
know
I mean-
which one they'd like, then let us know in the comments below.
I think it's absolute hearse.
Okay, so for this section, we have all made interesting cars on 3D tuning. Pretty insane app that's on the App Store, which
You can
Lets
also
you
use it
modify
on
your
your
cars.
on your desktop.
yeah. So yeah, we've all made our own cars, and basically, whose is the most horrendous?
It's you get points for the sheer ugliness of them.
Yeah.
Right, I'll go first because I know I'm going to lose this. Before we started filming, I wasn't aware that the brief was to make it as bad as possible, so I kind of made one that looks a little bit cool.
That's
And
all right.
I'm sorry about that, guys.
That's all right.
You've
Yeah.
really let us
Um,
down, actually.
Ruined everything.
I went for the Bugatti EB110, which was a kind of failed attempt at relaunching Bugatti in the early 90s. And I made it blue with a black bonnet and with a pink rear wing.
Wow.
Dang.
It's kind of like cool, but it's got a pink rear
And
wing.
a red
Ah.
thing around there.
I quite like the red, but
don't
the
mind.
pink. It's like
Sad.
quite cool, but the pink just makes it awful.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That would
I
be
quite
pretty
like the
cool.
pink,
with
to be honest.
that. Yeah, the pink is interesting.
Yeah.
Shall I go next?
So there you go. I know I've lost, but
I'll
it's
go
kind of
next.
cool.
No, I don't actually know what this car is. Can someone tell me what this is? But it's a teal thing.
See?
Suzuki or
It's a
something?
teal P50.
Yeah, it's very teal.
Yeah.
I think that's unrecognisable. What did you start with?
That I don't know. I can't remember. But it's pretty awful.
But it's a car.
It's got a fantastic body kit. It's like a body kit car, but it's got also got a bull bar, which doesn't really work.
So it's some sort of 4x4 maybe.
Make sense at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
It's
my
like a
contribution.
Vitara, like a big.
I just thought it was
Vitara.
such a horrendous body kit and colour that it would
That is dreadful, to be fair. Well done.
contend pretty well.
I have gone for my own car. I have modified a Ford Focus.
Harrison
and
Ford
a
Focus.
Harrison Ford Focus, of course. So George, you don't like pink?
No, the
You
pink
don't-
wing on that Bugatti was pretty
What about this?
Jesus Christ.
Is it not shocking?
With that body kit, I can't even tell it's a Focus
that
anymore.
makes me quite profoundly flaccid.
I have never been so flaccid in my entire life.
That,
Let's have a look.
I don't like any of it.
Also,
No.
I approve of the pink underfloor lighting.
Yeah.
Ah, the neons.
Do you notice the nails between the wheels as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Neils
well done.
between the wheels. Did you say Neils?
The neons.
I do
Check
quite
it.
like the
Check
none
it.
of
Oh,
it.
Christ.
Anyway, it's
Yeah.
a wonderful car. Were you doing market research on how to modify your own car?
Please say yes.
Basically, yeah. You tell me if I should do that, and I won't. Either way. So
Sam.
Okay, so my car is slightly more retro, but maybe not quite in the cool way. It's a Lada of some sort.
quality. being lost.
Lard, the word lard just
Yeah.
makes me think of a big thing of butter.
Yeah,
Like
lard.
lard.
Yeah.
It's an estate, as you can see. It's on the screen. It's goldy orange, very very slammed, and got some interesting wheels on it. But yeah, that's pretty
horrendous.
much. Nope.
Oh, sorry.
Not that one.
That's pretty much where I got to.
I mean,
I
am.
I'm not gonna lie. I quite like it.
Yeah, it's.
I'm kind of looking at it thinking, does anyone else actually love it?
I mean,
I think it
wouldn't
looks
have
better
it
than
that
the Focus.
Not quite that.
No,
low.
but it's it's arguably cooler than David's one.
I'm not gonna lie. I think you may have successfully made the only sort of even reasonably good-looking Lada
Yeah,
ever.
I agree with that.
I'm not sure about the colour.
I
I'm not
think-
sure about
I
how
think-
low it is, but
I think even if I'd
I
not
don't mind
made
the
the
colour.
ugliest one, that's still a win
Don't
to
mind
make
the
a Lada
colour.
look
Turd
good.
brown.
turd brown.
Very light turd brown.
I don't know what turds you've been doing.
That colour ones. Should I go to the doctor?
Yeah.
Okay, right, okay.
Good stuff.
Fantastic. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I lost that one. I think Sam.
I think Alex won.
Alex won for ugliness.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, but
Alex won
but
on
I
that.
won because I was the only person ever to make a good-looking Lada.
Yeah, but
True.
okay.
We're all winners again.
We're all winners.
No one loses around here.
No one ever loses.
Yes. So if you've enjoyed this video, and I'm sure you have, please subscribe.
You have.
You
You have no
choice.
choice in the matter. You
Please
subscribe
subscribe somewhere in here, and watch more videos
on my face.
on his face. Maybe one on my face too.
All our faces.
All the faces.
Look at me, I'm a video. I really hope I can fit
I'm
that.
You can watch the
scooter.
modifying of the Peugeot 106S2 over there.
On George's face.
They're not all on George's face. Anyway,
All of them are on George's
cheers,
face.
guys.
Cheers.
We're-
It's good to be back for another series.
it is. Sam, your glass is empty.
It is
I
like,
just went in for a
it is
cheers
like,
and no one
it is like,
Come on, Alan.
it is like video
I thought I had
podcast
you.
season 2.
All right.